27 ballistic missiles came down on Kyiv, and only one was stopped. Mayor Vitaly Klitschko says at least 9 people were killed and 28 wounded, including 4 children, when a residential building in the Shevchenkivsky district partly collapsed. President Zelensky says Russia fired 35 missiles and 185 drones overnight, and that Ukraine could not intercept them because it has run out of Patriot interceptors. President Trump said Friday the United States has not agreed to share that technology. Hours later, Ukrainian naval drones sank the Russian container ship Yanina in the Black Sea. All 17 crew survived. The Iran war is now in its 155th day, and it just spread to Kuwait. Iran's army says it hit U.S. facilities at the Ahmad al-Jaber air base with loitering drones, retaliation for American strikes, including one on a home on Qeshm Island. Kuwait's defense ministry says it destroyed multiple Iranian drones and that vital and military facilities were damaged, but nobody was hurt. U.S. Central Command has not confirmed Iran's version. U.S. officials say a fresh wave of American strikes could come as soon as this weekend. In Washington, the Senate voted 49-50 against pulling U.S. forces out of the fight. One of the world's busiest shipping lanes is about to get a lot more dangerous. 14 countries have signed the founding statement of a Saudi-led maritime defense alliance to protect Red Sea shipping, among them Turkey, Egypt, Pakistan, Jordan, and Djibouti. Representatives from 43 of the 51 invited countries attended, though the United Arab Emirates and Oman did not sign. Houthi leader Abdul Malik al-Houthi answered with a warning, saying Saudi Arabia is heading toward full escalation and that his forces will respond to full escalation with full escalation. The Houthis blockaded Saudi Arabia on July 20th. The Bab al-Mandeb Strait carries about 12% of world trade. At least 57 people have died trying to reach Spanish soil. Spain's government confirmed the toll Friday after a mass crossing from Morocco into the enclave of Ceuta. Regional President Juan Jesus Vivas says about 60,000 people came in by land and sea, into a territory of roughly 84,000 residents. Many drowned. Others were crushed at the breakwater that carries the border fence. Spain's Interior Ministry says some 25,000 people were returned to Morocco on Friday alone. Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez says the government is mobilizing all available resources and has asked Morocco to do more. European football just told the most powerful man in the sport it no longer trusts him. UEFA declared Saturday that it has lost confidence in FIFA President Gianni Infantino, days after voting to boycott FIFA over a plan to sell minority stakes in World Cups and other tournaments to private investors. Infantino scrapped that plan late Friday, but UEFA was not satisfied, saying it cannot keep going on with secret schemes on fast-track timescales, cooked up by faceless individuals, and of dubious benefit to the game. UEFA says those responsible must be held to account. Infantino is up for re-election next year. A river dropped low enough to hand over a woolly mammoth. A resident of the village of Ryahovo in Bulgaria was walking the exposed bed of the Danube on July 29th when he spotted bones in the mud and called the Ruse Regional Museum of History. Experts identified a lower jaw, 2 tusks, a shoulder blade, and a femur from Mammothus primigenius, the woolly mammoth, an animal that stood nearly 5 meters tall and weighed 7 to 8 tons. Bulgaria's Danube River Agency says the water level last month was the lowest it has recorded for that time of year. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell to stay in the loop every single day.